I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
All right, here we go. It's another edition of the Daily Puck Drop. Welcome in, kiddos. Everybody doing good? We go live every day at 10 a.m. here on Twitter and YouTube and the Puck Sports mobile app. Hey, if you don't have the Puck Sports mobile app, download it today. We're fixing out some kinks, so I know people that use the Android version of the app there's a little glitches. I promise it's being fixed. It has to go through all the process of both app stores. It's a long thing. But Jacob, the app guy, is working hard to get that fixed. Now, once everything is over, so you got multiple ways to watch or listen. Puck Sports mobile app. You can watch, I guess, listen at the same time on Twitter and YouTube. And then once everything is wrapped up, everything goes on the podcast pages on YouTube, also on all the podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast. Okay, the Daily Puck Drop. We broadcast again every single day inside the world-renowned Limbeck Lumber Studios. Contractors, they got free deliveries, everything from whole house packages to homeowner DIY projects. Largest stock moldings in the Northwest. Old school service because they've been doing it since 1930. Give Limbeck Lumber a call, 206-782-3487, or visit them online at limbecklumber.com. All right, so coming up on the show, we're trying to get the go-to guy on, but he's having problems with his camera. So we're efforting to get him on. Now, we could just have a blank, dark background and just hear his voice. We could probably do that at some point. I think it'd be kind of funny to have that. And plus, it's, half of this is an audio platform anyways. It doesn't really matter. We got Cal concerns. We'll talk about chopping Pete Carroll. Ryan Divish is back. And then also, we're going to give you a preview of this week's SportsPit that came out last night for all of you Pucks Posse members. If you're not a Pucks Posse member, go to pucksports.com, sign up there. Little's $5 a month. Get a discount if you sign up there for a year. All right, Mariners win last night 8-3. They're now 61-53 on the season. We'll touch a little bit on that one. They're 3 games back of the Astros, 49 games left there in the season. They are 4-1 since the trade deadline. Let's have some fun, Adam. Are you there? Jim? Not there. He's not even there. Audio's not there. Video's not there. Jim is not there. All right. Well, that's why we say it's Mondays, sometimes Wednesdays, sometimes Fridays with him. You never know. All right, 61-53. 3 games back of the Astros, 49 games to play. I know I'm just repeating myself. And again, good start here since the trade deadline, 4-1 since that. One of the concerns, and that's what leads us off on the rundown, is the Cal concern. And it's a very real concern right now here with Cal Raleigh. The amount of strikeouts that he has right now, the new positioning there in the lineup. It's not just this last 4 or 5 games. The last 4 games are really bringing him down, like really, really bringing him down. But this one extends out. I mean, it's the last 28 days for Cal have been a real struggle. So, I mean, we're damn near talking about a month. But the last 4 in particular look really bad. I mean, he's got an OPS now of 229 the last 4, slugging under 100. You got 12 strikeouts and 2 walks, which again is, you extrapolate it out, this last month has kind of been that way for him. And by the way, for those who are concerned about the home run derby, this started before the derby too. All right. So the last month, 28 days to be exact, 180 batting average. I know no one cares about batting average. 253 on base, slugging 382, and 635 OPS. All right, 6 home runs, 12 ribbies. He struck out 36 times and has just got 9 walks. Now, again, he's always going to be a high strikeout guy and low walks. I mean, just who Cal Raleigh is. But the second half to start, now this is post All-Star break, has been rough for him. I mean, he's hitting 200, and his OPS has dropped down to 615, and he's struck out 28 times, and he's walked 4. So, again, we're going to go through this exercise every year with people in the home run derby, and I don't think it has any bearing on that at all. Just my opinion, but trying to change other people's opinions on this one, it's just ramming your head into the wall. I think for him, he got up to this amazing start to the season, a historical start to the year, where his name is being mentioned with the greats of the game. There was going to be a period. He was never, ever going to keep this pace. It's too hard for any player to keep up the pace that Cal Raleigh had set for himself in the beginning. And especially for a guy who plays catcher. He was going to drop off. What was the drop-off going to be? How far was he going to dip? And he's just like a lot of players who get off to these incredible starts to a season. Naturally, they cool off a little bit. He's in it right now. And knowing Cal, I mean, like we all know Cal, not like I know him personally or anything, but knowing Cal and the work ethic that this guy puts in and the time and effort, he's going to turn around. He'll be fine. But he's in it right now. Maybe something goes different yesterday in that first inning. I mean, barely just misses a home run yesterday. There in right field. So, I mean, who knows? If he hits that home run, I don't know. Does that change how we're talking about him today? But again, he's just in a rough period of stretch right now, there for Cal Raleigh. Apparently he's maybe get a hat. I'm talking to you. He's in the green room. Get a hat. Your hair looks terrible. I'm not putting you on until you get a hat. You just look, I mean, you look like you just woke up out of bed. For God's sakes, Jim, pull it together. I thought we had a new look go-to guy. I thought we had a new go-to guy that he wrote about on Substack. He's changing. He's not changing. He's still the same guy. We'll get to Jim Moore in just a quick second. But he barely missed that home run last night. I don't know. We hit the panic. I do agree, though, with Bill Kruger on Monday. It's something I brought up to Divish. You're going to hear the Divish conversation coming up in a little bit. It's good to have Divish back, his first game officially back covering the Mariners for the Seattle Times. Of course, he's been with us all season long, giving you your Divish baseball fix, but in official Seattle Times capacity. He is back. Yesterday was his first game, and I brought this up with him, just stealing it from Kruger. I understand this new age of baseball. Your best hitter, you want to hit second or third to get the most at-bats. I totally understand that. Totally get it. Makes perfect sense. Over the long period of time, the number of at-bats. But I agree with Kruger. Josh Naylor is a better second hole hitter. Maybe moving Cal back down to leadoff, or to cleanup, where he was doing his most damage there, by the way. All right, as we mentioned, sometimes on Mondays and Wednesdays and sometimes on Fridays. I'm trying to think the last time we've had a full week of Jim Moore. He had he was having some issues with the computer. Not sure what was happening, but I think he's on his phone. But the good news for you, the viewers, the audience, is that he's here now. The go-to guy, all brought to you by you. Boy, are they getting their money's worth.
Hey,
the world renowned.
Okay, can somebody who knows, cyber stuff, unlike me, and I know you know some stuff about cyber things, explain to me this. And this is what frustrates all of us like me who are old and, want to take a sledgehammer to our computers like I do right now. Why would it not? When I was on, what day is it? Wednesday? When I was on Monday, it worked fine. The camera worked fine. Everything was fine. I plugged everything in. The headphones worked. The microphone worked. And then today the camera didn't work. So why would that be? There's a chance, though, that Kathy used her own computer and did something that messed it up. But I don't think she did anything with the camera. She helped me, with getting an invoice or something. I don't understand why, just like in the middle of the night, they're like the cyber people who want to fuck with you just go, yeah, man, I'm going to mess with this guy down there in Bend, Oregon. Anybody who's 68 years old, we got to mess with them. Is that what happens?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, is that what happens?
Again,
Like
folks, if you're following along, it's always someone else's fault.
Is that what happens, though?
I don't. Did you try restarting the
No,
computer?
I'm taking accountability for all my screw ups. I don't know if you noticed that. Jim Moore, the go-to guy.
No, it doesn't sound like you. Doesn't sound like you're doing it there.
I know it's your podcast, but I'm gonna talk over you anyway. I don't care.
Doesn't sound like you're taking your responsibility this time.
I'm not taking responsibility for this. Nothing. Nothing. It just sat there. Here's the damn computer. It's just sitting right behind. I mean, the iPad is a hell of a lot better than like a big ass computer. You know, I don't get it. Anyway,
okay.
I'm sure glad that Brian Turner signed up for this. Aren't you?
Boy, I tell you, Brian, you're getting your money's worth. You're getting your money's worth.
Well, when things are working here in Bend, Oregon, I'm brought to you by a Clean Streak professional window and exterior cleaning service out of Oak Harbor on Whidbey Island, proudly serving Island and Skagit counties for more than 10 years. I talk about Brian Turner because he's cool as hell. Okay. He's the owner of the business. He's got a great crew. They'll wash your windows. If you got stuff in your gutters, get those unclogged. They'll get your roof all cleaned. I mean, they'll do it all. They'll pressure wash your driveway. So make sure you give him a call. He'll probably even go to Snohomish County. I'm not sure of that, but I think he probably will. Island, Skagit, and Snohomish counties. Okay. So it'll be a free estimate if you give him a call, 360-395-5748, or visit acleanstreak.com.
I would, when you're done today, and now I'm going to tell you what to do, but you won't do it.
When I'm done today, I'm going to get a sledgehammer. I'm going to go to Ace Hardware and use a $5 coupon I have and put it toward a sledgehammer. And I'm going to come home, and then River and Sky will be my audience. And I'm just going to pound the shit out of that laptop. Okay.
Why don't you buy a new computer?
Because I don't want to buy a new computer. Why would I want to buy a new computer? Kathy's computer.
Seems like you have a lot of problems with Kathy's computer, and it seems like it's Kathy's computer.
She bought it 6 months ago.
Well, I know, but it's her computer. Why don't you buy your own computer?
No, I'm going to be like a grown-up human being and call this guy that helps me with my computers and see if he can, and I'll take it over there and, pay him $50 and be good to go on Friday.
So Kathy used it after you used it on Monday, and it doesn't work, right?
Correct.
So it's Kathy's fault.
Well, probably, yeah, because I don't ever like to take blame for anything. You know that.
See, he hasn't changed. It's never.
Yes, I have.
It's never your fault.
Substack post from yesterday. I'm changing.
I can't concentrate because whatever your iPad is doing for those watching, it's focusing in and out. I'm getting vertigo watching you.
What's it doing?
It's in and out. It focuses in and then it pulls out. It goes in. Every time you move, your computer moves. Yeah.
No, it looks like it stopped to me.
No, it keeps going.
You can still
why don't you try and restarting it?
Well, do you really want me to go through the trouble? Do you think what I have to offer will be worth what we're going through right now?
After the show. When in doubt, your computer guy, you know what your computer guy is going to do? He's going to literally just restart it and reboot it, and I bet it works. When in doubt, reboot.
Okay, I'll try that before I get a hold of him.
You probably have an update on the thing.
How will I know if the camera's working though?
Test it out. You can probably pull the camera up and you can see yourself on the screen.
And then why would the iPad be doing that in-out thing?
I don't know, Jim. It's only you. It's just people. It's only you.
Do you ever wonder why you have me on this?
There's Joseph. When in doubt, it's Owen. It's always someone else's fault. Yeah.
Hey, Joseph, I think it's your fault, man. You came down here in the middle of the night and you messed with my wife's computer.
Yeah, it's always somebody else's fault, right? Not your fault.
No, come on. I'm taking accountability. I screwed up at the golf course. I screwed up ripping the concert boss.
No.
I screwed up parking on the wrong side of the street. It's a new me.
It's a new you, obviously.
It's a new day.
It sounds like
it's a new way. Michael Bublé. You ever hear him?
Yeah, it sounds like you've really turned the corner, huh?
And I'm feeling good. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, and this is a good point. It's a new you, right?
It's a new me.
Okay. Are we got the dogs on a leash on the trails, or?
Today, no. Today, no.
It's a new you, except when it comes to my dogs.
It's a new way, and I'm feeling
Yeah,
good. No, I did not have him on a leash today, but there were no issues whatsoever.
Randy says, I think in order for you to stop having that video go in and out, swipe down on the iPad to the control center, then turn off center stage. Don't do it now. Don't do it now, because if you do it now,
where's the center stage thing?
I don't know. I don't have an iPad. Swipe down on the iPad. Do you see the control center? You see the control center? He says, then turn off center stage. Turn it off.
Well, which one's center stage?
Where it says center stage, I assume.
Screen mirroring?
No.
Anyway. Yeah. I don't know if but I can't
I'm going to get Randy Bateman. Hey, Randy. It's the camera setting. Thanks, Randy. You're going to have to email him separately, okay? Randy, what's your just stop moving. What's your
Jim Moore, the go-to guy at yahoo.com.
Jim Moore, the go-to guy at yahoo.com. Randy, did you get that? Jim Moore.
It's a numeral 2, not T-O.
Jim Moore, the go-to guy, it's a 2 at yahoo.com.
Help me, Randy. Because you were probably talking about something more important than what we're talking about now.
Oh, you don't say, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, do you think this is entertaining or interesting to the listeners?
I find
issues with the computers yet again. I'd be getting kind of bored with that.
I find Connor wants to take. How's the Canzone hate coming along? Never said I hated him, Connor. Just don't like the way he celebrates.
I think we might have to go back and revisit that.
Sure, you can go ahead and look back. Did I never said I hated the player?
Hate might be too strong. You don't like how he celebrates. You don't like.
I don't like how he celebrates. That's
you don't
not
like
hating
the
player.
Thing. You don't like the Italian thing.
You
don't like Italian people.
I've never.
I know you like Italian food. Just take a look at you.
Oh, there we go. I forgot. It's a new you. It's a new Jim.
Well, I'm going to keep ripping you.
I don't like how he celebrates sometimes. That's it. I'm saying I don't like the player. I just don't like how he celebrates.
Well, is it okay if Gino does is that what he's doing in the binoculars thing?
Well, Gino has a little bit bigger of a track record of success in Major League Baseball.
Oh, okay.
Is that would that be fair to say or not?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but you always talk about how, you like celebrations, you don't want the fun police out there. You sound like you're a member of the fun police now.
Yeah, but I'm also a hypocrite. I'm a sports hypocrite. I think you can be hypocritical as a sports fan. I'm very hypocritical. Yes, I think you should be able to celebrate and have fun. For some reason, it bothers me when he does it. I don't know why. Well, maybe it's because of his Italian heritage. Yes.
Do you appreciate the pop in his bat? The exit velocity when he barrels it up? When he gets a cookie.
Mark is claiming I've outright lied.
I think Mark might be right.
What did I outright lie about, Mark?
What we just talked about.
I don't say I didn't like the player. I don't like the way he celebrates. That's different.
Okay. Did you say you hate the way he celebrates?
I don't know. Maybe, probably. I don't know if I said I hate or not. I don't like the way he celebrates. Okay, see, just like I'm turning over a new leaf here, why don't you become the president of the Dominic Canzone fan club? Can't already do it. I won a year, and Ben Williamson is my guy, but now he's down in Tacoma. I can't change. Well, now that he's in Tacoma, you can have a new fan club. No, it still says. Okay. I'll switch over. You want me to switch over? I'm not going to switch over to Canzone. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, but you like him though. When he comes up to bat, he's a player. He's a great player. Don't you feel like something big's going to happen? And look at him in right field. He's playing well defensively, too. That catch he made last night? Okay. Would you call him average? You wouldn't call him below average? I'd say average. Yeah. Average is fair. Okay. Average is fair. I don't think he hurts you out there. I don't think he helps you, but whatever. But, I mean... Okay, so you don't like his celebrating and you don't like his defense. He's an average defender, but he doesn't have an arm, Jim. Have you seen him throw? I'm not, now you're making me be negative on him. He cannot throw the ball. Don't you want your right fielder to throw the ball? Now you're blaming me for your bullshit. Yeah, you know what? You're going to get the blame now, not me. It's kind of fun blaming others, isn't it? Yeah, of course. I just, I don't like the chef's kiss. I don't know why. It's my thing. My thing.
But
That's
that seems
my
like
problem.
kind of a cool little Italian thing to do.
I know. It's the
Mwah.
dumbest thing not to like. I don't know why I don't like it. I can't really tell you, and it's a terrible thing. I don't go up there and hope he strikes out. He's been phenomenal. And I think he's
take me back to the KJR days. If we happen to have Dom Canzone as an interview, now would you just completely bypass that, or would you talk around it and say, "Hey, how'd you come up with that?" And
I'd completely bypass it, not integrate.
And hope that he didn't know that you were the guy that criticized him for his celebration.
Yeah. Well, that's right, because I know he's got to hit like the game-winning home run. What's going to happen for me? And it's just I'm going to be plastered everywhere. He's going to hit like a game-winning home run, whatever, to clinch the playoffs or win a series or win a playoff game. That's going to be the real tester.
Yeah. And then you'll say something, "Oh, God, I really like that kid's potential all along. It's great to see it come through like that."
Hey, Stack Pat Matt, he does not have a better arm than Victor Robles.
Okay, that brings up a good question.
Hey, Stack, I love you, Stack Pat Matt Adventures. No, he doesn't. Not close. Okay,
Are you sure?
What were you going to say?
Are you sure about that?
I am pretty 100% sure. Yes.
Okay. What do you do when Robles comes back?
He plays in right field.
You just automatically take Canzone out of there?
Well, yeah.
No,
he's the starting right fielder.
I know he's the starting right fielder, but what if Canzone's still hotter than blazes?
Well, you use him off the bench. It's a great bat to have off your bench.
You don't platoon him?
I mean, if Victor Robles is ready to go and is completely healthy, then Victor Robles is your starting right fielder. I think. I mean, what would change? Just because he got hurt, he should lose it?
If Canzone's hitting 300 with 20 home runs or something like that, when Robles comes back, I don't know how many home runs Canzone has right now, but you could make a case for Canzone to remain the starting right fielder. And then you could also say, and then work Victor in, slowly. And just because he's been out for so long, do you really expect him to be the Victor Robles that we remember right away this year? I think he could be next year, but this year, with 25,
I could see
games to go,
I could see them doing more of a platoon with them for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't think that Canzone would be the primary right fielder over him. I think if it's a default, it would go to Robles. I mean, there was a reason. There was a reason they gave him a contract. There's a reason they started him there, and the reason they hit him leadoff.
Okay, fair enough. What % chance do you think opening day next year Canzone's a starting right fielder? Like 1%?
Oh, 1%?
What percent?
1? Yeah, less.
Okay.
What's the contract for Victor Robles? I mean, he signed.
Canzone probably doesn't even make $1 million, does he?
Victor Robles is signed through 26. It's a good deal. $9.75 million. He's got an option for 27. I would assume Robles is. It is a good problem to have. Like, what do you do? They both. Here's what we can all agree on, right? With if you're in Canzone's camp, Robles camp, whatever, they're just holding that spot warm for this beast in Arkansas. That's probably a year and a half away. They're just keeping right field warm for your guy Laz Montez.
I think he's everyone's guy, isn't he?
He should be everyone's guy. And now when Laz Montez hits a home run and does a chef kiss to honor Canzone, I'll celebrate.
Yeah, but you'll be saying something about his arm.
No, he's got an arm. Oh, Jesus.
Does he? Okay.
Oh, dude, this guy. Are you kidding me?
Hey, have you seen this Bonnie Lake Little League team?
I did not see. Hold on.
We got
it. We got it.
Birth certificates out, kids, please.
We got it coming up in the other news segment coming up here in a little bit. We can get to it. I'm bummed because I did not see the game last night, and then I think I saw your tweet. I'm watching the Mill Creek girls softball team. They're in a loser out game right now against the team from Florida. So
Is
they got to
that
win.
his kid playing in that?
She is not. No. Come
Okay.
on.
All right.
No, I think she is 11. She's like a year below these girls, but I think she knows all these girls. So, but no, but I have not seen them. How big are they? I was just watching the game before this, and a team from Florida on the baseball side, and they had a kid. This kid was probably, I don't know. He looked like 6 feet, 180 pounds. He was massive. These kids are so big.
Well, yeah, when I was watching yesterday, and the team from Bonnie Lake won 20-6 or something like that against Oregon. Puck, there was just one batter after another that looked like they were 6 feet tall. I'm exaggerating. They were probably 5'6", 5'7", somewhere in that neighborhood. And then Oregon, toward the end of the game, had to throw a little kid out there. He was like 4'6". I thought the kid might just be annihilated, and just watch out, protect your head, kid. But they can really hit the ball. And the first game they played Alaska, so Alaska generally not that good all-star wise because of population and all that up there and lack of. But Oregon, that's impressive to beat Oregon the way they did. And so maybe they'll end up going to Williamsport and doing some damage. It'd be fun to watch.
Yeah. So that we'll have more of that coming up a little bit later. And then we'll give you an update on how the Mill Creek team is doing. I got to put the TV behind me. I need the TV in front of me so I can watch everything that's going on.
Okay, well, I distracted you, and sorry about that. You had a nice little transition and flow going there, and then I just kind of buffooned my way into the broadcast.
What's different?
Yeah, that's pretty funny, Puck. Well, no, I've been pretty proud of myself lately because not only am I turning over a new leaf personally, but professionally, I got that Ethernet cord and, everything was going smoothly. I bought that microphone like you told me to do, and you paid me back for that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The headphones were working. And so I thought, God, I'm not, known as this doofus in cyberspace anymore. And then all of a sudden, to have this happen today, I was disappointed.
After the show, reboot. I'm telling you, when in doubt, reboot.
Okay.
When in doubt, reboot, my friend. It'll be great. You concerned? I talked a little bit about this. We should be a little concerned about Cal Raleigh, should we not?
Well, I think so. I tweeted about it today. I don't know if you saw my timely tweet knowing what you were going to talk about today, but concern level for Cal Raleigh, 1 to 10 scale. I say it's a 5 or a 6. A lot of other people were going, come on. It's only been 4 or 5 games. A 2 or a 3 for a lot of people. There were a couple 7s though, or 1 7 anyway.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he's 2 for his last 24 with 13 strikeouts, and then the last 3 games 0 for 13 with 10 strikeouts. But you pointed out, I caught part of it when I was fumbling around trying to get back with you. He had 2 hard hit balls last night. He had one up the middle that the shortstop made a nice play on.
Was that the double play?
Yeah. No. That was a nice play. That ball was hard hit. And then the other one to right field, I thought it was going out off the bat when you're watching on TV. Wow. So yeah, I don't think it's too much cause for concern. The best part, I happen to listen to Bucky too. He used to play for the Mariners. Bucky.
You broke up. Yeah. Sorry.
And I think he's right. And I think
you broke up.
This isn't like earth-shattering analysis that he's given here because we all probably think the same thing. You add Suarez and Naylor, and now you have a lineup that can sustain other guys going into slumps. And so it's okay that Cal is struggling a little bit.
Can you hold on? Time out. I just want to make sure I got that right. Hold on 1 sec.
Shut the hell up with whatever you're going to say next.
Just wait.
Okay?
I want to know that, make sure that.
Hey, I think
because I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot about baseball. So hold on. He said if you have better players in the lineup who are better hitters, you can sustain some other guys having cold streaks if you have better hitters in the lineup. Is that what he said?
It was something along those lines, and it's something that.
Hold on, I'm gonna print that on a shirt.
Have you seen? Okay, forget about these Bonnie Lake Little Leaguers. You want to talk about someone with size? Let's talk about Bucky Jacobson.
I don't
and
think
what he might be able to do to you in a ring. So
well, I would not. I don't want to think about what he can do to me in a ring.
You're taking a shot at Bucky right now with what you're saying.
Just
because you're basically saying that anyone could have come up with that kind of analysis. What's that guy doing on a show from 6 to 10 every morning?
It's kind of very, as Jeff said in the chat, a very Ron Fairley observation. If you have better hitters in the lineup, you can sustain guys being in cold streaks. I mean, it's
Okay, I think what he's getting at too, and maybe I'll state the obvious as well, but it's okay that Cal is struggling right now. If you didn't have these two guys, if you didn't have Suarez and Naylor, then there'd be even more of a focus and more pressure on Cal Raleigh to produce.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, okay. Did you have to say, of course? You could have said, good point, Jim. You could have said that.
I'm making fun of all of us because we all state the obvious. That's what's funny, you know.
Well, I don't know.
But it is good. This is what.
Okay,
this
well,
is
wait a
what
minute. Then. Are you concerned about Raleigh? A little bit?
Not yet. I mean, a little bit, just because I think it's not nothing to do with the home run derby, all-star game. I think he's just tiring a little bit. It's a long season. I think we all felt that at some point he was gonna dip, because it happens to everyone. He was on such a heater and such an amazing run, and he plays the toughest position in the world. And so I knew he would dip at some point. I didn't, but what's concerning to me, the strikeouts. There's too many. He strikes out a lot. A lot of strikeouts here lately, especially the last 4 games. In his last 4 games, he has struck out 12 times.
Well, the Saturday night game.
I was there. The Saturday 5 times.
What's one past the golden sombrero? Do they have a name for that?
Yeah. Is there? There's got to. Yes, there is. There's got to be something like a. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
All right, this is a pessimistic Mariner bet that I'm.
But I'm not. I would say you ask people. I'd put it at. I'm at 3. I'm at a 3 right now.
I got a $50 bet for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to bet that Cal Raleigh doesn't get to 50 home runs. $50. 50 on no 50. You want 50? On 50?
Can I take 100?
Oh, you want 100 that he'll get to 50?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has to hit. He's at 42, right?
Well, you made the bet. You should know.
Okay, there's 49 games left.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs 8 more. So he has to hit 1 every 6 games.
Good for you.
Okay. Hey. I'll go 50 on that.
$100?
I said I'll go 50 on that.
Oh, I thought you said 100.
No.
Alpha male would have said 100.
I'm giving you a chance to win back that Milrow bet that you were foolish to make.
I haven't lost it yet.
No, I know you haven't, but you know you will.
I don't know.
Well, come on.
50. I got to write this down, or I'm going to forget. $50. Boy, how about a Mariner fan betting against the guy who is like the favorite to win the American League MVP? You are rooting for Cal Raleigh to not get to 50 home runs. So, hey, audience at home, when you're sitting back watching and listening to these games, understand there's this guy that apparently has turned over a new leaf down in Bend who is hoping that he doesn't hit a home run so he can collect $50.
I'm not going to be sitting there hoping that. I won't be hoping that.
Yeah.
Hey, I make money hand over fist, $50.
Yeah. I mean, every time a ball goes foul, you're gonna hear this sound from Ben. Yes. And then every time the lineup comes out that's posted by Divish and Garver's in there, you're gonna be like, yeah, Garver's in. Perfect. Don't DH Cal. Come on, Danny. Put in Polanco or your stepchild's son, Dylan Moore.
Nice to see Dylan Moore get some game action again last night.
Telling you, I don't know. I think he and Dan are dating. I don't know.
All right, I got one more for you.
All right, so $50, Cal.
Huh? What odds you give me on Suarez hitting more home runs than Cal this year?
Oh, look at
You like that one?
You
Huh? You
are
like that one?
just
He's 5 behind.
Okay, what do you set the odds? What do you want?
5-1.
I was going to say 4-1, 4-1, 5-1. Okay. How much you want on that? 5-1?
20.
Sure.
Gino hit 4 in one game, this year.
Did he?
Did you know that?
I vaguely remember that.
How can you vaguely remember someone hitting 4 home runs in one game?
I don't know. I got a lot going on, Jim. I don't know. I can't remember exactly when he hit 4
What do you have
home
going on?
Huh? I got lots of stuff.
Your baseball coaching's over.
Yeah, but you know what I'm in? I got roped into coaching football.
What are you coaching?
The Ballard Knights. We've switched teams. Last 2 years we've been with the Inter Bay Eagles, but now we're with the Ballard Knights. Not because we left, just because they're very close to each other. Inter Bay and Ballard. They're going to basically merge like next year. Inter Bay has all the younger kids, but now my son's on the older teams, and Ballard has all the older kids. So that's why I'm giving you too much information. You don't care about it.
Are you like in charge of the defense? Or are you the
No, I'm just there, just assisting. They just need dads running around and holding up tackle dummies.
Okay.
I
think you know what? I give you a hard time all the time, but I think it's great that you're involved with the coaching.
Yeah, this is too much though. I forget with football, it's every day. It's every day.
Do you know football well enough to coach it? Because I don't. I think I could coach baseball, but I don't.
It was odd. I was teaching them how to bunt yesterday. I thought that was weird.
God, I can't wait for tomorrow night to see how that new zone blocking scheme works.
Can't wait. I'm excited for Pete. I'm excited for tomorrow.
Well, I am too. I've heard other people talk about it. So again, I'm going to say obvious stuff, but
I was listening to Chuck this morning, and Chuck said that God, he can't wait to see Pete Carroll because Pete he has this history of really turning around programs. He did this at USC. And he turned USC around. Of course, they got probation, and then he went to Seattle, and people really thought that was going to be a real, hard thing to turn, and he turned that around. I bet you he's going to do the same thing at the Raiders.
You're still upset that they sent Chuck and Bucky every year down to Peoria, and we never
goddamn right I am.
We never got a sniff because we're not the baseball guys.
I love going down there.
We would have knocked it out of the damn park down there, Peoria. We would have.
Yeah, but I don't care about the baseball.
Huh?
I don't care about the baseball. I don't really. The interviews. I wanted just to play golf. All I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to play golf and drink a couple of beers in the outfield.
God, Wyman was beautiful down there. God, he would just chug those beers. He was a champion down there.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what happened to him, but is he doing the thing with Rabel again this year? I suppose.
Who?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Anyway, what were we talking about?
You were talking about Dave Wyman. He used to play linebacker.
Yeah, he did. He was a hell of a linebacker.
Was he?
Yeah.
I can't remember which clip I have here for Pete Carroll. This may be the longer form, but I'm
excited.
I'm excited.
It's a game for us. We can go play ball.
Do you think you'll play your full set of starters on Thursday?
Everybody's alive. Everybody's ready, but it's a game for us. We can go play ball.
Do you think you'll play your full set of starters on Thursday?
Everybody's alive. Everybody's ready to go.
Everybody's live. Everybody's ready to go. That means if you follow John Boyle the other day when he says that, it means no one's going to play. How about though? His sunglasses at this press conference. It's like the old man dark glasses, Like
I don't remember seeing him wearing sunglasses. Do you?
No, I don't. I've never seen him wear sunglasses. And you know what he's
doing?
What's
with the hat? What's he
I was just gonna say that. Hold on. How about the hat? This is a new Pete Carroll. First of all, he's got a hat on. He never wears a hat. He's got these dark sunglasses on, covering up the bags under his eyes, and then he looks like he's ripped.
But Pete Carroll at 73? Don't you want to look like him at 73?
73. I want to look like Pete Carroll at 50. Come on.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Looks
okay,
great.
so here's the deal, though.
I'm excited for Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll in the preseason against the spread, you want to make sure you bet on Pete Carroll tomorrow night.
Yeah, he's going to win.
The outcome doesn't like you can say, oh, here's Jim hating another Seattle team.
Yeah,
well, it's preseason; it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
But whatever the Raiders are, whether they're plus or minus in this game, they're probably, getting 3 points or something. Do you have the
Yeah.
spread up there somewhere?
I will find it for you. Give me a
You
second.
got to take the Raiders, and then there's got to be a little chip on the shoulder for Pete, even in the
For
preseason, to
Oh,
come
for
back to Seattle. And I mean, he wants to walk off that field, or he'll be jogging off the field as a winner. He wants to
Yeah.
win tomorrow night.
Raiders, how about this line? I don't know. I think you may change your opinion on this one. Raiders
Are
are
Raiders favored?
by 5.
Okay.
Take the
Now, that
Seahawks at home plus the points.
Okay. No. That seems
Give me
surprising. But
Yeah,
how
why?
often have we said Vegas knows?
Okay, how about you want the Raiders minus 5? I'll take the Seahawks and 5 for $20.
Okay.
Okay. Seahawks plus 5.
God, you think you have a big fish on the line, don't you?
I don't know.
You can't bet against Pete Carroll in the preseason.
You know what? I ride with Mike McDonald because you know what Mike McDonald's been doing all training camp?
What?
He's been stacking wins.
He's been taking days off, too. I shouldn't make fun of that. It was probably some personal issues he had to deal with. And,
it's
it'll come back to bite me. I can't believe that guy at Puck's podcast gave him a hard time. And
next on Substack.com. Jesus, Mike McDonald not committed to coaching the Seahawks. Takes a day off.
Yeah, and then you find out that his
24 hours later, kid's been in the hospital at Children's.
that would just
man.
Be
God.
Of course, more hasn't changed.
More hasn't changed at all. Still the same SOB.
Actions speak louder than words.
I'm excited for tomorrow. I am. I'm excited to see the rookies play. I'm excited to see Gray Zabel, Eamon Worry. I'm excited to see Arroyo. I'm excited to see Horton. I would assume he plays. Maybe they'll hold him out just because of the coming off the surgery or the knee injury. But I don't know. I'm excited to see these guys because there's been a lot of hype with this class, and Pete Carroll adds an element to it. I enjoy preseason football. I know there's a lot of people that don't. There are a lot of people that hate preseason football. I kind of like it. I want to see Milroe. I can't wait to see Jalen Milroe get on the field and do some stuff. And then
how about Genty? Is Genty playing tomorrow?
Good call. Good call.
Remember the last time we saw him?
Is
trampling all over that Cougar defense.
Sure it's every highlight they showed in the Heisman thing. There's plenty of other games Heisman Trust you could have shown. Not that freaking game.
Yeah. He's probably not going to play much in the preseason, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I heard what you were saying yesterday about like most people just go preseason.
I like preseason.
None of the starters play. It's kind of fun. Everybody wants to see the receiver out of Colorado State, and of course Milroe, and then the position battles, how they're shaking out. Yeah. I'm
excited for it. I can't wait. Hey, before we get to other news, before we say goodbye to you, I want to give a shout out to one of our puck to picker winners. We handed them all out. We got the first place went to Gamble Sands. It hasn't gone to Gamble Sands yet. In fact, we're going to talk to him coming up tomorrow. We're going to catch up with Brendan tomorrow on the show. And then we had second place was at Fairwood Golf and Country Club. Third place was at Mill Creek. Fourth place was one of the Seattle Premier courses around the area. Second place winner was Jake Nelson, Jim. Jake Nelson, and he got to go play at Fairwood Golf and Country Club. And there's Jake Nelson with the glasses on. He's the one in the for those watching the video, they're in the front taking the picture. But Jake Nelson took his buddies out. Looks like maybe a dad, maybe his son, and then his buddy out to Fairwood Golf and Country Club. He finished second in the Puck to Picker Majors Pool contest. Fairwood Golf and Country Club. I worked there as a kid. I worked there all through high school, cleaning clubs, caddying, picking up balls, being yelled at by members. Fantastic track. That's a great golf course right there. Congratulations to Jake. Looked like they had a hell of a time playing Fairwood Golf and Country Club. They used to sneak on the course all the time and play. Good times. Good times.
Yeah. Well, I would have had to have booted you off if I was the starter there at Fairwood. Yeah. You can't sneak on the course there. No,
Oh.
my mom and her husband live on the. It's a dog leg right. It's like number 6 after the long par
Sure.
3.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can. That's the easiest course in the world to sneak onto. Easiest course.
Is it?
Back 9. Oh yeah, back 9. It's just
You're gonna give some people some ideas there.
No, I'm not gonna give anybody. Nobody's gonna get any ideas from me.
Fairwood's nice. And then after you're done, they got the best 19th hole over at the Apogee.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you can stay on property, but you can also go to the Apogee of course. Yeah, you can do all of it. All right. I want to do. I'm going to play one more thing for you before we get to other news. I know you know this name. Everybody knows this name. But this guy's going to be up with the team next year. At what point, we don't know. But let's just start. You asked, we're going to be the next presidents of the Colt Emerson
gets into this one. High fly ball, pretty deep right center. Long run, Cauley. He doesn't get it. It hits the warning track and bounds.
Colt
into
Emerson made his debut
bullpen
last night at Arkansas,
the
Jim.
right center field fence. A double by Rule for Colt Emerson.
First at bat, double. Watch this play in the hole.
Ground, left side. Emerson, the shortstop, ranging, slides, stops it, gets up, throws, and got him. Colt Emerson in his first chance in Double-A turns in a beauty with a sliding stop in the hole and getting the out at first.
There we go. Colt Emerson. You and I, presidents of the fan club.
I bet JP will not be a member of that fan club.
I don't think so. I think if all goes to plan, J.P. Crawford will be playing his final season at shortstop next season for your Mariners.
Well,
it may not last all year.
We always talked about him shifting over to second base, but that's not an option anymore.
Not with the way Cole Young is playing, my friend.
No.
Cole Young is killing the ball. 280, I think his last 15, I just looked at this, last 15 or 16 games, 286, 403, 500, OPS at 903. And you love this. 7 strikeouts, 11 walks.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Colt Emerson. Hell, shit. He
That's your number 9 hitter.
Huh?
That's your number 9 hitter.
Oh, Cole Young.
And as you know, we talked about it. You know, you can sustain other people having slumps when you have a number 9 hitter like Cole Young. You can.
God, yeah. Good. God, way to bring it all the way around.
Can you? God, I can't believe KJR got rid of me when I have analysis like that.
So many people don't know. All right, let's get to our. Before you go, let's get to our in other news segment. ESPN is acquiring the NFL Network and other NFL league media assets, including the linear rights to the league's popular Red Zone channel, Jim, in a deal that will see the NFL get 10% equity stake in the All Sports Network. NFL Network will be owned and operated now by ESPN, which will control the network's over-the-air and digital rights. The NFL Network will be integrated into ESPN's upcoming direct-to-consumer streaming product and will continue to be available on traditional pay TV providers. I don't know what this means for our guy, Mike Garofolo. I hope he's okay, but this is just ESPN getting their hands onto everything.
What's it mean for Scott Hansen? We're still going to get him, aren't we?
I don't think there's no changes this year. And he just signed a contract.
Scott Hansen.
He just signed a contract.
Okay, good.
But I don't know what it means beyond that. It just means you're going to get. Go read Canzono's piece this week because he wrote about this, the ESPNification, and we talked all day yesterday on his show about it. It's just they get their hands into this, and I used to love ESPN, but it's just become too much. It's a cesspool now, an absolute cesspool.
You think so?
I do. I can't watch it. I don't watch it at all anymore. Never. Well, unless they got live, endless sports program.
Yeah, I watch Get Up and First Take in the morning.
Why to get caught up on the Cowboys, the Knicks, and LeBron?
Yeah, there's a lot of Cowboys talk.
That's all there is. There's this, and it's nonstop all day long. It's just the same programming. They don't do anything. You want Stephen A. Smith hosting the Red Zone?
No, he won't.
The Raiders are in the Red Zone.
He won't be doing that, will he?
I don't know. He's on every
program.
program.
Maybe so. They're already.
When do they put Pat McAfee on the Red Zone and boot Scott Hansen? I mean, it's just they've got 3 personalities there, Jim, that they run into everything. Mike Greenberg, Pat McAfee, Stephen A. Smith, and they put them on everything to justify the amount of money they're paying them.
So do you like McAfee?
I mean, I don't. I mean, I used to in small doses, but now that he's everywhere, I don't, I don't really care for him.
Yeah.
Especially when he took a shot at the Cougs. F you. Don't take a
he
shot
did
at
take a
America's
shot at
team.
Cougs.
F you.
Well, he appeals to a younger crowd, though, and we're
Yeah,
not
sure.
in a younger crowd anymore.
We are not a younger crowd. Hey, Vikings wide receiver in other news, Jordan Addison, suspended for the first 3 games of the NFL season, violated the league's substance abuse policy. He had pleaded no contest back in July to a lesser charge to resolve a 2024 DUI citation. Plea agreement, a charge of reckless driving on a highway, made him subject to the NFL's discipline policy. So Jordan Addison, big loss there for the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, smoke and lock of the year is going under on the Vikings win total.
Under which, okay,
I'm not a JJ McCarthy guy at all. I don't get.
You're just
all
parroting
this hype about him.
You're just parroting Colin. You're just parroting Colin Cowherd.
Oh, I didn't hear Colin Cowherd saying that. Are you a McCarthy guy? Wasn't he kind of a game manager at Michigan?
I don't know. I mean, maybe they didn't allow him to do much. See?
I'll bet Darnold,
he hasn't played in the NFL.
Darnold's probably making bets on the under on the Vikings on that one.
I bet he is.
Yeah, I'll bet he's hoping. Well, he's probably got friends on the team, but I bet he's not hoping McCarthy has a good year. I wouldn't be.
According to,
it's probably 10, isn't it?
9.5. I got 9.5.
Yeah, I'd go under on that, wouldn't you?
Okay. Yeah, I'll take 9. I'll take the under. Let's see. We may be in a rain delay. I don't know. Last time I checked, Mill Creek softball team was facing Lake Mary right now. In other news, out of Florida, it's on ESPN2. The winner will advance. Loser is out. I believe there is no score. I think there's a rain delay that's going on right now. You mentioned this earlier. Bonnie Lake and their 6'5" players crushed Beaverton 20-6. Bonnie Lake now has advanced the championship game. That's on Friday, 6 o'clock. The winner between Anchorage and Beaverton, who play today at noon. And finally, in other news, as we wrap it up, did you see this from Pullman? The Cougs on Monday. I have never seen this in any level of football. Not even I don't even think in high school. The Cougs on Monday, Jimmy Rogers. I bet there's other examples that people can find, but I can't recall this, at least recently. The Cougs at their practice on Monday, Jim, they did this for, I think, like 10 minutes or so, maybe longer. They had a live hitting scrimmage, including the quarterbacks.
Including the quarterbacks?
The quarterbacks were live.
You could sack the quarterback?
You could sack the quarterback. They were live. And the defense was chomping at the bit. According to Jimmy Rogers, they got 4 quarterbacks. Zeviak House, who, of course, we know of. Johnny Shepard, he's the transfer from Rutgers. Julian Duggars, the transfer from Pitt. The word is that Duggars the one that is like kind of popping everyone's eyes over there. And then Jackson Potter, he was the big right-hander who had been with the Cougs. He said it's a competition. I need to see how they react with people flying at them and wanting to take their heads off. So we do it, and they're going to do it again. I mean, Jimmy Rogers is old.
That's all well and good until Zebby gets hurt.
I don't want Zebby to get hurt.
If Zebby gets hurt, then Jamie Vinnick and everybody else that's covering the team will be like, Dale Grummert, if he's still doing it. Like, hey, coach, what were you thinking? That's your number 1 quarterback. Yeah, there'll be all that going on.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Hey, I think, you know what? I probably say this every year, but this year I think we might be sneaky good.
Could be sneaky good. Yeah, I don't know. I have
with the
no idea.
That weak schedule that we have.
I have no. Well, Virginia and Ole Miss on there. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, family weekend. Come on out and see Toledo. The Mudhens coming to Pullman.
James Madison.
We're on the road for James Madison and North Texas.
We are. Well, that's a money game for us.
No, but I think, if we go into that Husky game being 3-0, we play Idaho, San Diego State, and there's one other game at North Texas, I think.
Is it North?
But if we go into that Apple Cup 3-0, I'm fired up for that game. I can't wait. I'm skipping my granddaughter's 3-year-old birthday party to go to the Apple Cup this year. Is that probably poor form?
No, it's perfect. I have no idea what to expect. They have 74 new players, so no idea.
I kind of think we're either going to be terrible or really good.
Well, I think there's going to be some. I think there's going to be some growing. I think there's going to be, some learning curve here. I mean, there's going to be some growing pains, for sure. Right? They're changed. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of the offense that kind of looks the same, but the philosophy behind it is going to be completely different. And I mean, I don't know if they've got the personnel to run it. But we'll see.
We've talked about that. That's my fear. It's one thing when you want to run the ball and you say you're going to run the ball, but all of a sudden when you're looking at 3rd and 12 after 2 running plays that don't work,
I know. Yeah.
Then what?
Yes, we are correct. Mill Creek in a weather delay right now. 0-0 in the 3rd inning. Okay. We are done for today. Again, when you sign off, just reboot it. Reboot the computer. Yeah, that's all you got to do. All right.
Hey, can you zero in before I go on over my left shoulder, that picture over there where the headphones are?
Yeah.
And it's kind of faded, but you know what that is? Can you see it?
I can barely see it.
I'm on an elephant with Turcotte. Turcotte and I are on an elephant in Thailand in that picture.
How about that, huh? Jim, we'll see you on Friday.
Aren't you glad I brought that up? Screw you.
I can't believe we couldn't.
You know what? Screw you, but I still love you anyway.
I'm glad we squeezed that into the show.
Here, get over there. Maybe if I move, it'll zero in on it. There we go.
Cougs.
There. Wait. Hang on. All right. See you, bud. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. There he is. Jim Moore. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays brought to you by A Clean Streak. Big thanks to Brian Turner. Go visit A Clean Streak today to have them take care of all of your window needs. And by the way, Brian's got the Christmas lights company as well. We'll have more on that as we get closer to Christmas season. But you know how that starts. Like, we'll get it September, and then there'll already be Christmas stuff already up and people talking about it. All right, on Wednesdays, we catch up with our good friend Ryan Divish in the morning. Ryan Divish is back. He's covering the team. He's back from a sabbatical there in Montana, where he was coaching baseball. Yesterday, there on Tuesday, was his first game back. Divish joins us every single week. Of course, beat reporter for the Seattle Times. You can follow him on social media at Ryan Divish. His weekly appearance, all brought to you by Chalet Bowl, Washington's oldest operating bowling alley. Been serving the community since 1941. They are located in Tacoma's historic Proctor District. They have been family-owned and operated for 40 years, delivering top-notch customer service and a unique 12-lane experience. Check them out at chaletbowl.com. Book your next reservation and experience the best in local fun. Divish joins me every week from the Limback Lumber Studios. We talk about his first day back on the job, and we talk about the recent struggles of Cal Raleigh and the new look lineup. Now, the full show, so we only give you a snippet of it. The full show is only available for Puck's Posse members, 30-plus minutes of it. You can go to pucksports.com and sign up and join the Puck's Posse today for as little as $5. Okay, go to pucksports.com. Here's our sneak preview of this week's conversation with Ryan Divish of the Seattle Times. What was the first day back to work?
It was a little surreal. Like, I wanted to just go back and act like I'd never left, but that really wasn't the case. Adam Jude would not allow that. I had to have that stupid sign that he made my first day back at work, like it was my first day back at school. And I don't know if you realize this, but a few years ago, I caused a bit of a kerfuffle on Facebook. It may have been 5 or 6 years ago, just because my hometown, they did the first day of school pics. So I just posted on Facebook, hey, is it the first day of school? I hadn't noticed. And so then I came off as the curmudgeon that everybody thinks that I hated the first day of school pics, which I more or less do. And then, I've been known for that ever since. So like on the first day of school, my friends will still send me texts of the pictures just to irritate me. So Adam made me do that. the Mariners left me somehow young Jordan Stone found an autographed copy or an autographed picture of Erasmo Ramirez and left that on my workstation. And
it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for people, just for our viewing audience, not for the listening audience, the sign what Adam Jude made for Ryan Divish is I'm showing it right now on the video. There it is. He's sitting there with his readers on.
Yeah.
And he's got his sign that Adam Jude made for him that he wore. It says, Ryan, first day back to work. I love Pitbull, Crown, bunts, and extra innings.
Yeah.
That's what the sign said. There you go. Good job for that. Okay, so the lineup, because I'm interested in your thoughts on this one, because we right now, and you talked about, or you had mentioned how much you had talked to Cal every day. He's in it right now, and it's not just like the last few games. I mean, you can go back like 28 days. If you go to Baseball Reference, you look at like the past 28 days. I mean, he's at 180, 253, 382, 635.
Yeah,
36 strikeouts and 9 1. So I mean, he's in this slump right now that's prolonged. His last few games have really, really been bad with all the strikeouts. Do you like him hitting second? Because to me, it feels like Naylor. I talked to Kruger about this up, and I agreed with him on this one, that it seemed like Naylor would be the perfect guy to hit second and then just move Cal to fourth. But I understand because you normally want the guy, your best hitter, hitting second now and all that. But I wonder if they're going to flip-flop that soon.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be also dependent on the other hitters too. But you're right. Like, you want your best hitters hitting second or third because they say it averages out to one more plate appearance per game. Yeah, he's grinding a little bit. You can just tell his timing's a little off. Like, he hit a couple balls, I thought, decently, but like they just weren't quite on the torpedo barrel, just a little off. And I mean,
he just missed a home run in the first.
Yeah, and I think part of it is too is like you're looking at it. He's played a lot. You're in August. It's been hot. Like last night, he fouled 4 balls off his foot. Like it sometimes the accumulation will get you. I tried to ask Dan Wilson about that last night because he's not the only one. Like if you looked at Ohtani and some of these guys that were super hot going into the break, they've hit their cooling off point at some point.
Sure.
Some of these guys, I think it was Ohtani. They mentioned, I was looking at some other numbers. Guys that Pete Crow Armstrong for a bit. They run into this stretch. And, because they play a lot more than everybody else. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you saw Cal get like the full day off on Thursday or something like that. I mean, I know he had an off day yesterday, but, the one thing with Cal is because he's asked to do so much for the organization in terms of PR and stuff too. Like he doesn't get full days off, where he just doesn't, even on a day off where they don't have a game, he might not get the full day to recover. But for him though, he always says, well, like I feel better if I play all the time because I'm moving, my body's moving, I don't want to be stagnant, but I think one day here, one day there couldn't hurt. And who knows, it may be the thing is those are rosters getting really kind of tight when these other guys come back. Like, you could say, well, there's a situation where you could call up Harry Ford for a while, play 3 catchers, and then just have Cal DH more often, but you already have Polanco. So it's like, how do you push all this stuff together? You have Raleigh coming back probably next week. It's like, how do you make all this stuff work? Robles down the road. So I think, he'll grind through it. I mean, we saw what we're seeing a little bit is the guy Cal was last year where there's, a few more strikeouts than you want.
He just was going to naturally. We talked about this leading up to the home run derby and the All-Star break when people had their concerns all that time. Well, it's going to ruin his swing. And, the home run derby is always based on what you do in the first half of the season. Yeah. Numbers will always look worse in the second half because they don't play an equal amount of games. Yeah. But when they, there's a reason guys are in the home run derby because they've had this amazing first half and they're beating the snot out of the ball and they're hitting home runs left and right, that they're naturally just they're gonna dip. And I just know there's that crowd waiting. Well, this is why you don't do the home run derby. This is why you don't. And it's like,
yeah, like they can't. And also, like, you're not the same player physically that you were going in, for the first half of the season. Like you're beat up, And the people that complain about this, you know what? Go take the shirt that's got the picture of the big dumper with Cal and Todd and T on it and go give it back then. Like you can't sit there and cheer him on in the home run derby then complain about him doing it later. Yeah. It's pretty stupid. Like it's the reason he's not hit, the reason he's scuffling isn't because of the home run derby. It's because he was, the physical toll. The physical toll was fouling 4 balls off your foot last night when the guy just kept hammering curveballs into your thing, or you take a foul ball off your hand or off your shoulder. That's the physical toll, and just playing every day. Sitting out the home run derby for one day isn't going to suddenly magically make him avoid slumps. That's not the aspect of it. Fatigue. What happens is when you're fatigued or you're beat up or you're tired, it just, you don't get off your swing. Your load is off. Your swing might be a little longer or whatever you're trying to generate. It leads to, bad habits, or it leads to swings that aren't on time and it isn't synced up. And that's what happens. So I tried to ask Dan Wilson about it last night. Like, how does fatigue this time of year affect people? He didn't really give me a great answer, but he just said, yeah,
Shocker.
It could be, but it's like your legs feel heavy, your bat feels slower, everything you just don't feel like 100%. And like he says, well, you just have to have tell yourself you have the energy and stuff. And hopefully it's your teammates have the energy. And the one thing is with Naylor and Suarez around and adding this lineup, Cal doesn't also feel like he has to do everything, because there were stretches of the first half of the season where him and JP had to carry him. And both of them have hit skids lately, because that's unsustainable what they were doing at times, given their profile, given their track record, and just given the nature of baseball, for them to do what they were doing for large portions of the first half. It's not logical.
I thought Robles was done for the year.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like the case, that he could be back. It sounds like fairly soon.
Yeah, I think so. He starts a rehab assignment on August 12th. And I'm sure they're timing up the date of that. I mean, I don't know if he could go out right now, but he's doing like most things on the field. So he goes out August 12th, and they said you want, 40. They want him to get 40 to 50 plate appearances, basically have a spring training. So you're talking about, conservatively 50 plate appearances, 15 games. If he plays 15, 20 games with Tacoma, I mean, you have 30 days for a rehab assignment, I believe it is. So go out, play the games, get ready, and then be ready to go. Like around September 1st, if you think about it, I think the rosters increased by 2 on September 1st, so 28.
I'm gonna thumbs up. I think you're right.
So I
don't know. I can't keep up with all of it. I'm sure you're correct.
I mean, that makes their decision making a little bit easier, but getting him back, I mean, from a defensive standpoint, 28 on September 1st. So, I mean, you time it out August 12th, whatever. And I think, everything, he's been ahead of schedule on everything so far, and hit all the marks and been ahead of it. But once you start getting into games and you're diving and you're playing at max speed, max effort, you may see all the shoulders and feel great the next day. It's going to be like, I don't expect it to all just be like, he'll play 10 games and 12 or 15 games in 16 days and be automatically ready to go. I just think it's going to be, that's why they space it out the way it is. Sure. So I think, but getting him back would be huge for them. Just another level of athlete.
Sure, it'd be phenomenal.
Right-handed, like say he's not starting in that game, but a right-handed bat off the bench instead of Donovan Solano is Victor Robles. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And Miller, and all signs great for Miller. Velocity was up his last start. He's going to make another one coming up Thursday. So he's right around the corner of rejoining that rotation.
Yeah, I mean, like in years past or with different people, they might have said, okay, you make the start Thursday, come back and you get your 80 to 85 pitches in your next start at the big league level. I don't think, given what Bryce has dealt with and how much time he's missed, I don't think they want to do that. I think they want to pitch to 65 innings on Thursday. If everything comes out all right, probably go back out on the mound on Wednesday again for Tacoma. I don't know where they're at. Make a third rehab start and then be back. That's just the way it slots out. That would probably be the best way that it works. But yeah, talking to Bryce, he said it's best he's felt. His arm felt great. He hit 98 consistently. And like he said, there was a discomfort he would feel sometimes during the spring or like early in the season when he'd throw a pitch or he'd go into the dugout and come back out. It just didn't feel right, or the velo would sap down automatically. He didn't have that in this first outing. But again, like you never know. It's pitchers, so you just don't know exactly like, okay, it's going to feel great all the time. But so far, the PRP shot and everything seems to have worked. So he'll be back, conservatively, Thursday, Wednesday. So roughly 2 weeks from now on that long road trip, he'd be back on the long road trip.
Okay.
That'd be great for them. It changes everything. And to get him back, we could do the whole, it's like we made a trade for Bryce Miller at the deadline.
We love that.
Yeah.
See, they don't have to. Big thanks to Ryan Divish. And again, that full episode with Divish, which we record Wednesday mornings, available for Pucks Posse members. If you're not a member, I encourage you to sign up. You not only just support everything, all the free content we do, but all the bonus shows that we get are just great. The SportsPit, which you're going to hear an edited version coming up here shortly. Ryan Divish, Mitch Unfiltered on Thursdays, and just a lot of great content that we add on top of all the daily shows that we do as well. Ryan Divish, though, with us every single week from the Seattle Times. Once again, brought to you by Chalet Bowl, Washington's oldest operating bowling alley, proudly serving the community since 1941, located in Tacoma's historic Proctor District. Chalet Bowl has been family-owned and operated for over 40 years, delivering top-notch customer service and a unique 12-lane experience. Check out chaletbowl.com to book your next reservation and experience the best in local fun. Every single week, the Sports Pit is out. Brand new episode came out late last night. And again, to listen to the full episode, 40-plus minutes, again, go to pucksports.com and join the Pucks Posse. On this week's Sports Pit with myself and former KJR alum Steve Sandmeyer, Matt Stretch Johnson, we covered the trade deadline. First time we talked since the Suarez deal and the Naylor deal in Ferguson. And just what the hell is going on with Jerry DiPoto? Also, we wish a very happy birthday to the one and only, the Gros father, Dave Grosby.
Of Jerry DiPoto's going on. Like if I told you guys when we were recording that not only are the M's going to get the first baseman on the market, but they're also going to get the third baseman on the market. They're going to acquire another arm out of the pen. And all of those deals they acquired were expiring contracts. What would you say to me?
And they didn't give up much in their top 50,
Right.
if not 100.
But like them.
Well, we did say it. We said it. We said it. I gave it such a dismissal. I went, yeah, right. I think that was my answer. Was like, no shot.
It is absolutely incredible to me that they actually did something that is so out of their character. And maybe that was the impetus, was the price tag, because they didn't really have to give up a whole lot.
Yeah, that's the thing. They didn't have to give up anything. Like if they had to give up the Montez and Emerson and Harry Ford and those guys, then there's no way they were going to do it. But I mean, whatever happened, I mean, Arizona just overplayed their hand. They realized they lost leverage. I don't know what it was, but they clearly did not get what they thought they were going to get for the biggest bat on the market. So what they traded him, what they gave up to get Suarez, was a steal.
Yeah, I think each team, the answer there with Arizona was each team, they thought one of the teams would come up, and when their asking price was too much, the Yankees said, we'll pass. They go to Colorado, Detroit passed, Chicago, but and I don't know. They just held, and they only have a few more months of him, and they got some players. They got the first baseman from us. He's going to be a good first base, right? He's going to be their everyday first baseman for 5 years. They got a couple players, but I don't know if they overplay. No, I don't know. No, I have no idea. I've never seen him play. Jason, have you seen him play in Tacoma?
I've seen him play up here. I think he's one of those guys that like puts up these crazy numbers, Locklear, and in Tacoma. But once he comes up here, he's got a lot of holes.
He's a quad A guy.
Yeah, I
like Kellenic, who just got sent down again.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna miss him. I don't think this is weird. I don't think this is gonna be Adam Jones. We look back 3 years from now and go, we just missed out on this.
Let's go down.
Stop. That hurt. Don't do that. Don't do Adam Jones. I remember seeing Adam Jones play at Tacoma a couple times. Like Jesus, he just ran like a gazelle. And then what was the hard ass from Baltimore? What was the guy with zero personality that was basically? Yeah. I mean. What a dork.
Sims could never say his name. Bedard.
Yeah, no.
Eric Bedard.
Adam
No,
Jones.
let's move on. Come on. No Sims bashing today.
Cam Michelio was in that deal. Remember that? He was like a minor league pitcher of the year, right?
Yeah.
George Sherrill was in that deal. The lefty out of the pen.
Love the Sheriff. The original big dumper.
Good guy.
Yes.
Good guy. Yeah, let's not go down bad trades. Every team's got them.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, no, who thought? And now you're equipped, and now everybody, hopefully, I think of Steve every time I hear of the Miller updates. He's throwing 98 right now. He's throwing 98. He'll probably throw a no-hitter next week. Let's all pump the brakes. We're okay if he can get there and add more and be healthy and be consistent. How about be consistent? How about Brian Wu not give up 4 jacks tonight as we're taping? How about that?
I think Wu gets a pass because he was so consistent for 2/3 of the season.
Sure.
Throws out a clunker and like everyone throws a fifth.
No, yeah. I'm with you.
Like, he's the one guy that deserves the pass. That guy he led baseball in quality starts for 2/3 of the season. He's allowed
Sorry,
to throw out a clunker.
I apologize.
No slander on Wu.
No, I'm with you. But let's just all back it up. Here's Castillo showing up, right? Castillo's been sharp as hell the last couple, and then just the guys that haven't been, just be more consistent.
Yeah. I mean, the guy for me that's gonna. Again, it's great to have the acquisitions, and that's really going to be the difference, clearly, if they do end up doing something with this. But Julio's last 100 at-bats have been phenomenal.
Yep.
Julio's last 100 at-bats, he's slugging .610. He's got 9 of his 20 homers coming in his last 100 at-bats, which is like 30 days, right? He's got 12 of his 19 doubles in his last 100 at-bats. Like, now everyone can shut up about Julio, but and I get it. The first 2 months it was slow, but Jesus, he's had a really nice run.
We've always been asking for more help for him, right? Well, that's just so he doesn't have to carry the burden or feel the pressure that he has to carry it all.
Yeah.
And now that you've got this, I mean, my God.
Yeah, and he did heat up without that help. He was heating up before that. And what encouraged me was at the last game in the Rangers series, he did that at home. Because if you look at his splits home and away, I mean, I'm never inside a player's head or anything like that. People that even try to get inside the mentality of a player, I just think that's a fool's errand. But boy, was Julio struggling at home, and still is struggling at home. So to see him do that at home, even in that last game against the Rangers, I'm looking at little crumbs when it comes to that. But you cannot say anything negative about his last 100 ABs.
Okay, so we're all 3 thumbs up on what DePoto and Hollander did, right? There can't be any complaints. No one can find any
tough to complain. Right? Yeah, 231 at home, 272 on the road. That's just the slugging is 627 away and 564. But to your point, Steve, coming on. No, I mean, have you heard anyone complain about what DePoto did?
There's always gonna be somebody. Oh, they didn't do enough in the bullpen. Oh, they could have done more.
I mean, well, you can say they could have done more without making it a complaint, because that is true. I mean, it's like it's like Spalding, right? I want a hamburger, no, a cheeseburger. I want a hot dog, no corn. Like, the other end of that too is like I still am chuckling at. There are still people that are like, boy, I just can't believe Ben Williamson was the guy that they just go ahead and lopped off. And I'm like, you've been watching this team, right?
Who said this? Who said this?
I think Greg Bell threw a funeral for Ben Williamson. Greg Bell threw a funeral for him. I'm like, we get it. No, we all like him, and he's still going to be that guy. But oh my God. Outside of that, this has been the most, I think, to your point, Puck, this has been the most agreeable, congruent in thinking, and satisfactory as a whole for this fan base trade deadline in a long, long time. That's the best way I can put it.
So before we go, in closing, we have to wish a happy birthday before we get on out of here. 65 years of age, the one and only Grosfather, Dave Grosby. Happy birthday to the Gros, celebrated this week, turning 65.
Awesome.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The legend. The legend. What a great man.
Absolute great man.
Did you guys, Puckett, did you work for him directly? Were you on any of his shows?
No, did updates, but not.
Yeah. I got you. I was the board op, and it was just watching him conduct himself, not a tribute, nothing like that, but watching him and Pull tracker in the height of pull tracker days, post college, where I was like, God damn, you're my boss, really? I guess you're my boss. But yeah, watching Graz at work was pretty darn special.
Plus, you hung out with him, Stretch, a bunch, and like he's like the nicest dude. He's probably the most genuine dude. He's funny as hell. He knows like he's got some things about him, but doesn't care. Like that. You want like the older I get, the more I admire people who don't act like they don't give a fuck, but like legit do not give a fuck. And that was Dave Grosby. And I don't mean that in a negative way. He cared about the people around him, and he was nice to people. He cared about being nice to people, right? But like that man did not give two shits about anything. And that was a great way to go through life because he kept it simple. He's obviously 65 years old, and he's battling Parkinson's. And I absolutely loved that guy. Still love that guy. The man simply strolled through life. If there was like a soundtrack of a movie following him around, it would be like an oboe or like a slow saxophone playing, right? That dude, he wouldn't give it. And I'm not saying he didn't put his effort into it, but like he didn't stress out about stuff. He was like, okay. The only thing he cared about every now and then was a couple, 2-3 years in. All right, am I going to get the next contract or not? Cool, great. Let's just keep rolling. You know what I mean?
Yep. And he did it with his partner, Bonnie, still does it with his partner, Bonnie, which is super important to mention. But like you just said, the nicest, you think about it. The only thing I ever heard him say ever out and about, whether it was in the rally or behind Jalisco's at a bar, the only thing he would ever say hardly remotely close to mean was, Stretch, that guy's full of shit. And you could laugh about it. You would laugh about it because we all knew who the guy he was talking about was full of shit. And that's all he would say. He would just say the obvious, like, no, he's full of shit, Stretchy. And that's it. He is the nicest guy. You're so right. Not vindictive, not think about, we talk about that building of being so full of egos and things, and he just came and went and didn't press his ego on anybody.
The word I would use is he was genuine as it gets.
Yep. Full episode of the Sports Pit with myself, Steve Sandmeyer, Matt Stretch Johnson. That was just a little preview of it, sneak preview of this week's show, titled, what is it, Schadenfreude? Is that how you say it? I could spell it. Well, I can't really spell it. I had to look it up. We have a full 45 minutes of it. That's up at pucksports.com. You can go there. That will take you to the Patreon page and sign up for as little as $5 a month. You get a discount if you sign up for a year to get the full show. Usually we have like the little video clip of it, and it's a funny story, and you'll hear it in the beginning of the full episode. Matt Stretch Johnson, like Jim Moore, was having issues, not with his video, with his headphones. He couldn't hear us, and so we had to, on one computer, then another computer, where it was a real shit show yesterday. But full episode of the Sports Pit, Steve Sandmeyer, Matt Stretch Johnson. We talk more Mariners. We got Stretch in the first part goes on a real deep dive of his hatred for the Texas Rangers broadcast crew. I mean, you want to talk about something out of left field. That's out of left field. Big thanks to those guys. New episodes of the Sports Pit drop every single Tuesday. A reminder, again, full Divish available for Puck's Posse. Also the Sports Pit. Big thanks to Jim Moore. Of course, on today, he's battled through his little bit of his technical problems there as well. Thursday's show, just as we're kind of recapping everything or previewing, Thursday's show, of course, we'll visit with Brad Adam of Root Sports will be on tomorrow. Mike Garofolo, we'll get Garofolo's take on the huge news out of the NFL coming out yesterday. It had been rumored for a few days of ESPN acquiring the NFL Network, and now what does that mean for everyone that works at the NFL Network? What does it mean for our guy, Garofolo? We will find out, see if he can share any information with us coming up tomorrow. Also, it's another edition of KJ Arntz with the one and only Mitchell Reed Levy. We give you the full KJ Arntz during the live show, but once we go dark, that will only be available for Puck's Posse members, or if you are already subscribing to the Mitch Unfiltered podcast. All right, hey, what the puck, as we wrap up the show, is brought to you by Restoration One of North Seattle. It's your restoration company. It lets you avoid the stress of water, fire, and mold damage with their property restoration services. They are locally owned and operated. Make them your first call when these damages affect your residential or commercial property. 206-817-8917, or visit them online at restoration1.com, the North Seattle franchise. Jim Moore brought up a good point on Twitter. We talked about it earlier today during the show. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your concern level right now with Cal Raleigh? And it ranges everywhere. For some people saying it's a 2, 3. That's what I said. Some people say it's a 7 or 8. He is in the midst of it right now, of one of the biggest struggles. Well, it's simply his biggest struggle this season. Last 28 games, as we noted before, 180, 253, 382, OPS at 635. The strikeouts are alarming. Of late, he's always been a big strikeout guy, 36 Ks and 9 walks. It's been more prevalent even in the last 4 games, in which he's slugging under 100. He struck out 12 times. Did hit a couple balls hard there on Tuesday night. Missed a home run down the right field line. I don't think it's panic time for Cal Raleigh. I do think that moving him down in the order to where he was more comfortable in that cleanup spot would be wise. I understand the philosophy of it. I get the reasoning behind having your best hitter hit second and third to increase the number of at-bats. I guess I don't die on the sword. I am also just of a big believer. Maybe it's a different way or old school approach to it. I don't know. He's your biggest power hitter. I like having my biggest power hitter who can do the most damage of hitting the ball out of the ballpark as my cleanup hitter. Maybe that's old school like Kruger and fuddy-duddy baseball, but I just think he is better served in the cleanup role than Josh Naylor. I like Josh Naylor. I love Josh Naylor. He's not a cleanup hitter to me. Josh Naylor, I agree with Kruger, is a natural number 2 hitter. Natural. I mean, he's not going to hit for a ton of power. He's not going to hit in the ballpark. He's not hitting out of the ballpark like Cal. He gets on base. He doesn't strike out. Moves guys along. I think he's going to hit for doubles. He gets on base too, and he is just more athletic and more of a problem on the bases than I ever thought. Do you know he's got 19 stolen bases? That ranks 20th in baseball right now. Josh Naylor's 20th in the MLB in stolen bases. He has more stolen bases than Jackson Chourio, Jarren Duran, Lawrence Butler, Xavier Edwards of Miami. He trails Julio and Randy by 2. They each have 21. Corbin, he has 5 more stolen bases than Corbin Carroll. I don't think the lineup is out yet. It's 11:30. I think that's the move they should make. I think it's a simple one. Switch them. Hit Naylor second, hit Cal fourth. Let's see what happens when they do that. I'm not panicking yet for Cal. I think this was going to happen at some point, and it's happening right now. But 4-1 since the All-Star break, or excuse me, since the trade deadline. So the additions they've made certainly have allowed them to sustain this cold streak here from Cal. That's Hey What the Puck, brought to you by Restoration One of North Seattle. You want to get in contact with those guys? 206-817-8917. Visit them online at restoration1.com. Thanks for watching and listening today. Big thanks to all our sponsors, as always. Limback Lumber, Chalet Bowl, a clean streak there as well. Also Restoration One. Today's Daily Puck Drop, find it up on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. Also find the Daily Puck Drop on your favorite podcast platforms and at pucksports.com. Don't wait. Sign up to become a Pucks Posse member today. $5 a month. You support all the free shows, and you get VIP and exclusive shows as well. Our baseball coverage with Brian Divish of the Seattle Times, that is out. The Sports Pit with KJR alum Steve Sandmeyer, Matt Stretch Johnson, that is out as well. And Mitchie the Kid coming up tomorrow during the live show, Mitch Unfiltered. Plus, we now produce the Garage with Gas Take 5 podcast, where you can find on YouTube and all podcast platforms. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow on Thursday's show, which includes Mitchie the Kid, Brad Adam, and Mike Garofolo. We'll talk to you at 10. Until then, promise to be better.
No shoes, no dice.
Would anybody like to smoke some pot?
Yeah.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
What do you need my address for? We'd like to send out a mailer.
Mother of mercy, I don't speak Japanese!